I am no longer target number 1 for the BCSO.
Oh, we figured that one out pretty quick. Kyle spilt the beans about the BCSO arrest.
Okay, well, since you know that, I've been informed that Kyle will be opening up sheriff elections for the BCSO. And listen, I'll never claim to be perfect, and I do understand your grievances. That being said, I am a big forgive man, but I'm also a never forget. And the reality is, for me, is the hell that BCSO put me through. I am going to become sheriff, and I am going to start a nuclear war on that fucking department.
Yes! Yeah, that's what we need to fucking hear! Finally!
What exactly do you mean by nuclear, senor? For I will have you know that we support the Caliph in the north.
Wait, see, listen, not what's your name there?
He's Edgar.
Sedgar?
Edgar, you fuck.
Edgar, you fuck. Okay. I'm the fuck, is what you're saying.
Sí, he's Edgar.
Okay. All right.
Sí.
My plan's pretty simple, to be 100% honest, and I haven't really voiced it to many people, especially not in the police department, because I am going to get a ton of backlash. That department was never designed by design. That sheriff's office is supposed to be a small group of deputies that patrol Blaine County and also provide support to the LSPD. It was never supposed to be what it is now. And I think any issue that I've run into, I just want to I want to nip at the bud, you know? And I've got pretty clear insight on what's going on just with the resistance that Moss and I have met along the way. So that being said, I mean, kind of let your imagination run wild on that. I want people to be held accountable. I want the issues that there are clear issues that PD's running into, like I talked about before, RS and PC. Obviously, you guys know about the Kyle arrest, and I mean that is reasonable suspicion and probable cause. That shit that came up with them. I want education. I think for far too long, there's officers in the city that ultimately, like you say, Dundee, are just there to fuck over other people and not deal with the consequences that they're ultimately setting up for themselves.
I have a question for you, Peter, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You said you're the assistant chief of police, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you have set officers as examples in your department right now?
Elaborate on that. What do I have set officers for
that do dumb shit and don't get any consequences?
Bobby, Carmine,
are there
Dan,
examples?
Yeah, Carmine and Bobby, the same fucks that help break out CG, get their record eliminated to go and fucking become a cop.
Carmine and Bobby. Carmine and Bobby, I know there's a lot of shit that people don't see. Bobby's currently suspended right now. Bobby's been suspended for 12 hours. I am literally demoting and promoting them. I think back and forth. I mean, ultimately, God, this is going to sound fucking crazy.
Say it.
Bobby and Carmine, when it comes to actual police work, no more than, I would say, 75% of the police force. While they are antagonistic and pieces of shit, and I will agree, and I do think they need to be punished, I think they are necessary evils in the police force that deserve a spot there. But they are not, neither one are immune to punishment. I don't think anybody should be immune to punishment.
See, me personally, Peters, I don't disagree with what you said. I just want to see
right, Ramsey. I can't talk about Croc. I can't talk about Croc.
Bobby's currently
I would love to talk about Croc.
I personally suspended Bobby. Like I said, I think it's a forgive, not forget situation. Punishment is really hard inside of LSPD as well, because it's like I have to measure the scope of everything that I see all across Los Santos. And,
allow me to interject here, if I may. So, you looking around, senor? You seen all these faces, these heads? You have naturally come down here to communicate a message. What exactly is that message? And what do you expect to get here? Is it support? Is it votes? For I will say, the patron to my left here, whatever he say, we will do in unison. All of the people you see here, and still about double more.
I'm going to be 100% transparent. I didn't come down here with the intent of doing that. My intention was, I am a public servant. The mayor is my boss. I got a phone call from the mayor. I am a good bitch, and I do what I'm told by my mayor. I will be the first person to say that. He said to work it out, so I'm down here to try to find a solution to whatever Dundee has an issue with.
Well, let's get to that specific issue that I did call about, which I haven't mentioned yet. BCSO is stealing your arrests and taking them up to, and kidnapping people and taking them to Sandy Shores. BCSO High Command are bullying cadets, BCSO cadets, and forcing other LSPD officers to give up their arrests and turn them over to the sheriff's office. Like, for example, I got arrested for this. I'm guilty as charged. I'm not upset I went to jail. I'm upset where I got taken. I shot Bobby in the face. Bobby the other day called me up, said meet at the Yellow Jack. I took a leap of faith to give him a chance to see if there was change. And once again, Bobby proved to me that he's nothing but a fucking liar, and he used that as bait so that PD could rush into Vespucci to extract a vehicle from a garage down here. And that's why I'm now meeting you here, not anywhere else, because I will never leave Vespucci to speak with a cop again after that. But here's the problem. I found Bobby the next day, shot him in the face. I met my consequence, and I went to jail. I was arrested. The crime happened in Vespucci. It started in Vespucci. It ended within the city. It ended over by Mirror Park. It never exited the city. It was started by LSPD. It was finished by LSPD. I was kidnapped by a BCSO officer, and I got taken by him, and he told me that his high command told him to do so, and I got taken to Sandy Shores. I'm not a resident of Sandy Shores. I got taken to a different state, a different city, a different county, a different district, when it had nothing to do with it. That pissed me the fuck off. I see the bullshit. And LSPD stood there like little bitches like they were, sucking on daddy's cum. They're their little good LSPD, BCSO, daddies coming in telling you what to do. They're all scared. They're scared they're going to get fired. They're not willing to do anything. They all stand there and they're like, oh, you know, Dundee, I would say something, but my job, Dundee. Fucking cum-licking guzzlers they are. Pieces of shit. Got no freedom to speak for whatever the they want. My money, my time, my value, my ability to go do shit with no consequence. Oh, Lord, don't make me go do G6. Don't make me face the inside of a jail. Fucking see pushovers. Licking boots to see if they can get the next rank and promotion to transfer the power down to them, just so they can be another hypocrite, another tyrant. And BCSO is pushing all over your people, and they're hiding it from you, because they know that you are the only person outside of Kyle Pred that can actually do damage. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I was not made aware of this situation. I'm not even on duty right now. I can't check to see what happened. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, we're doing everything we can as far as like, I think a big thing that Moss and I are doing as well is we're trying to stay solution oriented. So both of us have the not the motto, I guess it would be a motto, but almost by like phrase we live by is like, we can't bitch about something if we're not actively doing something to fix the situations that we're bitching about. God, I mean,
Peters, you're not on duty, mate. Drop the corporate talk. Just speak your mind. Whatever
I mean, as a citizen and all of this, I mean, it's bullshit. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm sick of dealing with the fucking BCSO, and I want these motherfuckers motherfuckers out just as much as you do. I mean, I'm not talking about murdering them or shooting them, but I genuinely think that there's a fucking disservice that's happening to you guys. Regardless of if you're a criminal or not, you're still a fucking citizen of Los Santos. You still have rights under the Constitution of Los Santos. And it's just like nobody fucking, I see it, Dundee. It's literally, it's like people are operating off of if and then statements. There's cops that are fucking robots. Criminal equals bad, no leeway, which I mean, Nino's even working on, not to totally suck on Nino's dick too much. But I mean, even I'm sure you guys have had run-ins with TRT, and it's like us trying to fucking hound TRT, and we need to understand. We need to help them understand, like, yo, these people are fucking citizens of the state. If they have an issue, it is because there is a problem. You need to figure out what that problem is. We need to work with them. We all live in this fucking city together. And I'm fucking sick of not being able to work with people. So I mean, BCSO and that issue is completely different. And honestly, that's my fucking motive for running for the sheriff's office.